Hey YouTube.
Hey YouTube.
We the young old couple, or the youngest old couple.
Youngest old couple that you ever meet.
New to YouTube. We want to introduce ourselves a little bit. Been married for 20 years. Met each other. I was in high school. He was in the Air Force, and it took off from there. Long story short, 20 years later, 2 kids. Answer that.
No, we've been married a long time, hence the name, the youngest old couple. We just, something we wanted to try, something my wife's been wanting to try for a while, is starting a channel and talking about current events and issues from a couple's point of view, especially when it's been married for a while. So here goes nothing. I guess this is what we're trying.
This is what we're trying, and we hope you support and subscribe, like our videos, and so we can do more. Just encourage us to do more videos, because it's good to see black young couples doing stuff like this together, and just to encourage us.
I didn't know it was about black couples.
Well, any couple. It's just good to see couples together doing stuff like this. But one thing we wanted to address today was, it's all over the news, it's all over the tabloids, it's all over TMZ, is the Ray Rice story. I saw the video. My husband called me and said, did you see the video? I hadn't seen the video. I just heard about it. And I just saw the last part of the video when he was dragging her out of the elevator. But to see the video from beginning to end is very disturbing. And it's disturbing from a woman's point of view, because to me it looked as if that was not the first time he either knocked her out.
It definitely wasn't the first time.
Or B,
it wasn't
hit
the first
her.
time for him.
And to see her on the knocked out like that, and him just drag her out the elevator as if it was just another day. Like, hey, this is another day. And he was almost like he was kicking her, like, get up. Somebody coming. Come on, get up, stop playing, type thing. But from a woman's point of view, I think when I saw it, it was very disturbing, because it's like, wow, how can somebody do something like that and then just play it off?
I know for me, I was thinking, I felt like I felt guilty, because when the story first came out, I was just like, whatever they said happened. Like, it didn't really dawn on me that they were covering up anything, because she was complicit in it, where she was going right along with what he was saying. She was complicit in the whole act. So I was like, oh well, if she's in it and she's saying, she played a part in it or whatever happened, not that excused what he did or didn't do.
No.
I was just like, well, if it ain't a big deal to them, why should it be a big deal to me? But to see it, it's like, wow. It shed a whole nother light on it. Plus the fact that the NFL, from my point of view, just, I feel like they played a bigger role in it than they're letting on. I feel like Roger Goodell knew something about it. I feel like the Ravens knew something about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they didn't do more than 2 games at first, and now they're going to act like they're going to throw the book at him now because they saw the video. Well, the video just said what he had already said.
He had already said
that he hit her.
He had already said it. And to me, for her to be at the press conference and say she's apologizing for her role in it. Okay, I understand she apologizing for hitting him, but she had no role in the after fact. After the fact. Because to me, once you get knocked out and get dragged out in the elevator, what's your role in it? Nobody, you don't deserve to be hit. So when she said my role in it, it's as if to me she's accepting the fact that she's being abused and being hit. Like she accepts
but is that the bigger question to me is it just like, okay, maybe she's gotten into the place where, like they said, battered spouse syndrome or whatever. Or what if the more sinister thing to me is if she was putting up with it because of the contract and because of the money they stood to lose? Was she just saving face and saying, I'm going to take this L because I don't want us to lose this money? So first you got to marry me, and then I'm going to, if you go ahead and hold up your end of the bargain. Then I'm gonna support you so we can get this money. That's the more sinister part of it to me.
Yeah.
And either way, no matter which way you look at it, from the NFL side, from Ray Rice's side, from her side, from even the way society reacted the first time and even now, like now we're all in this holier than thou mode saying, you know, what should have happened and what he should have done. But the first time it was like split. It was like a lot of people were saying he should have got tougher penalty, and then a lot of people were saying, well, if it was 2 games, myself included, if that's what he gave them, I'm sure they investigated deep enough. I'm sure they looked into it, because nothing gets by the NFL. Nothing gets by these big organizations, and you know, where these players are doing a little something, smoking a little weed on the side or something. They get all the way to the bottom of that. So I figured surely they had got to the bottom of this, but then you find out today that that really wasn't the case. But
if Michael Vick can be prosecuted for fighting dogs, how come Ray Rice is not being prosecuted for knocking a woman out flat on her face, dragging her out the elevator? When she comes to, he's grabbing for her like, hey, come with me. She's like, get off of me. So it's almost like he think he didn't do nothing. Like, what? Come on with me. Let's go. Let's go. We get ready to leave. And she had to grab, you know, pull away from him like, no, I'm not going with you. So it's like, to me, why is he not prosecuted for this? Forget the NFL. Forget being suspended 2 games or whatever, or now being released from his contract from the Ravens and suspended indefinitely by the NFL. Forget that. Why is he not being prosecuted? Because you have all of these other athletes. Mike Tyson went to jail, domestic. Well, quote unquote, he was allegedly, you know, abusive to Robin Givens. And Floyd Mayweather went to jail for a domestic.
I mean, there's a whole
lot of a whole list of athletes.
Long list of athletes that went to jail for stuff.
And clearly, with the tape, they're gonna. I believe something's gonna come out of this. He will be prosecuted from this because it's so.
No, I don't think he's gonna be prosecuted because on the legal side, the cops already looked at the tape. The cops already had the tape.
But now
they looked at it, reviewed it. They can't go back and say, now we're going to charge you. They already looked at it and gave it a classification and charged him. He's already been charged.
They should, because there's no
way. They had the tapes, but I mean that's a bigger issue, and I think that's what we're, you know, maybe some of the comments or questions to come out of this, even on the video that we do, or you know, just the public at large, they're going to have questions about how the police handled it, how the NFL handled it, and how the Ravens handled it. But anyway, I guess, you know, we just wanted to do a little spiel on our take of the whole incident and kind of do an intro into our channel, The Youngest Old Couple. And we hope that you'll subscribe, comment, and
please support. And your comments, negative or good, please stay away from the negative. No negative, but good comments. Please encourage us to do these videos, because I think it's cool to hear other point of views about what's going on. And you know, just rate, comment, and subscribe, please. And we thank you for your support. And I think we're signing off now.
That's it.
Yeah, we gotta come up with
we wanted to keep it a little tighter, so
we gotta come up with like a little phrase when we first open up, like, "What's up, YouTube?" or something like that. No.
How about we just out?